Let us continue this beautiful energy of the new year, of new beginnings, of new surprises, new arrivals. You know, let's just get in it, get after it. I'm on the pursuit of happiness. All right, I like it, I like it, I like it. Don't be afraid. As long as it's not harming you or nobody else, what does it matter, right? We are here for the mother flipping experiences, yo. Yes, we are. Free your mind, and the rest will follow. Be colorblind. Don't be so shallow. Don't. It's supposed to be don't be so shallow, but I said don't be so shadow. Interesting. You know, fear is a part of the shadow, right? But you have to confront it. See? It's your time to be happy and joyous. Right. Sun card. We need to look into this. I see this. Okay. Yes, we know it's Leo. It's the strength card. I said sun. Wow. See, Mercury, man. Mercury's having some fun. Boy, I tell you. Okay. The strength card is major arcana, right? Of inner strength. Inner strength. It represents mastering raw emotions in order to bring calm to yourself or a situation. It is similar to the chariot in that it represents overcoming challenges. However, the strength card usually refers to inner challenges. Hence why we kept seeing the Eight of Swords, right? Right. Overcoming the obstacles we face in relation to our own doubts, fears, and anxieties. In a general context, this card indicates that you are learning to master your fears, anxiety, and anxiety. See what I mean? Right, that's why I said shadows. To be courageous and daring. You'll have all the skills you need to be successful. The focus now is to conquer your inner worries and believe in yourself. Take the time you need to master your emotions. Be patient and compassionate with yourself, and you will find a new confidence in yourself and your abilities. Strength, as well as being representative of taming your emotions, can also represent taming someone else's wild ways. This is not done through trying to dominate the other person, but by gentle coaxing, positive reinforcement, encouragement, and compassion. All right, I'm just going to turn because that's taxing. It says, in terms of love and relationships, right? Strength is the major arcana that represents the Leo star sign. So a relationship with a Leo may be on the card, maybe in the cards if this appears. If you are single, the strength card is an indicator that now is a great time to meet someone as your confidence will be shining through. It can also be an indicator of a relationship coming up with someone who has a bit of a wild side. This can be exciting prospect, but if the person is too wild, you may feel the need to tame them somewhat. If you do not want to tame them, coax them gently. Try not to dominate, right? That's a very big energy for this year. The eight is about flow. So any sort of again, the word dominate is very important, right? Um, for those of you who understand a little bit of kink, just in terms of concept, especially in the last several years when that series of movies and books came out about 50 Shades of Grey, and the whole idea from a psychology perspective is that those who are in the position of power first had to learn to submit. It's a role play, if you will, but in terms of inner work, shadow work, it makes a lot of sense. And so, persuasion, coaxing is persuasion, not force. Okay, so you'll have to learn that's also in the shadow. Okay, so you must be able to confront it, deal with it, tap into yours in a higher sense. You know what I mean? Just because it is relegated to the dark doesn't mean it's evil. All right, it's just contrast. Okay, it says for those already in a relationship, strength is generally a good indicator that you are a strong couple, close and united. If your relationship has gone through a lot of emotional upheaval, this card suggests that you are starting to get back on top of it, and that any problems you faced in the past have actually brought you closer together. Money and career. In a career context, strength indicates that now is the time to master your emotions and forge forward. You have the skills, you have the potential, you just need to be brave and believe in yourself. Don't let fear of failure or fear of looking foolish hold you back from doing what you want to do and reaching your potential. If you want that promotion, go for it. If you feel like you're being overlooked, make yourself known. If you've always, hey, that's how you got messed up the other day. Now quit it. You're doing too much. Nah, you can't wink yourself out of it. Nope. If you have the skills, you have okay, brave and believe it. Don't let fear of failure or fear of looking foolish hold you back from doing what you want to do and reaching your potential. If you want that promotion, go for it. If you feel like you're being overlooked, make yourself known. If you've always thought you could run your own business, believe in yourself and make it happen. Financially, avoid impulsive decisions when it comes to spending. That's not to say you shouldn't spend to make sure any purchases or investments are thought through properly and not based on an emotional impulse. Right, exactly. Health. The strength card indicates health. I didn't write. I didn't read. I didn't proofread this, and I did not write it. Okay, so excuse me. The strength card in a health context is a great card to get. It usually and it's usually an indicator of good or improving health and feeling fit as a fiddle. If you have been ill, strength reverse can represent overcoming an illness or beginning to get your strength back. That's what it said, reversed. But, oh, okay. It also shows that the body and mind coming back into balance. Now is a good time to make positive changes to make your lifestyle healthier, especially those that require you to exercise more self control. Beautiful. And it's funny, right? When I am reading these, all of these indicators say upright, but that one part of the strength, it said reverse. So, anyway, spirituality. In the in the context of spirituality, the strength card indicates growing connection to your higher self. This connection to your higher self will give you more inner strength and balance than you dare to dream possible. The more energy you put into cultivating this connection, the more harmony this will bring you, leading to the perfect balance of mind, body, and spirit. If you've been going through a tough time, this card is a reminder that you have the strength to endure and that things will get better. Whew. So, if this, right, just for a reversal, right? In general context. Vulnerability, self doubt, weakness, low self esteem, lack of confidence, feeling inadequate. It's also an indicator that you are not tapping into the inner strength you have. It does not indicate a lack of strength so much as it indicates that you are letting fear, anxiety, or low self esteem paralyze you. Now more than ever, you need to summon your inner strength. your inner resolve, your self belief to pull out of your current situation. You have the strength you need to get over the obstacles. You simply have lost touch with it. And that disconnection is leaving you feeling weak, vulnerable, or lacking confidence. Focus on the positive. Stay away from people that make you feel inadequate and spend time with those people who build you up. Let's see. During this iteration, meaning this year, right? In terms of love and relationships, if it comes out reverse, right? You're not exercising enough self control. You're leading from impulse. You have unresolved self esteem issues that you need to work on. And it comes from whatever, right? That's your inner work. But it's why you choose the wrong partners because you have to allow people into your life, right? This can become a vicious circle, like bad relationships affecting your self esteem. Resolve the issues, okay? There's no getting around the shadow work aspect of any year, okay? Embrace it, do it, dive deep, love yourself. Self doubt will be the the common denominator anytime this card comes out through this year in reverse. It's all about the inner work. Major arcanas are always about your personal journey. The minors are the mundane crap about those whom are around you. Every major is about you. I don't care what reading, it's about you. It's your journey. All right, now that we've done that, let's whew, right. It's important. Study up on this. Learn. Look. Learn. Ooh, look. Would you look at that? Oh my gosh. Oh, thank you. And it's funny, right? It's 5, 6, 7, 8, right? The Hierophant and the Empress, when you combine them, you get this card there, right? And so, right, it's about you. Be confident, be bold, understand what you've learned, understand what you've mastered. You know what I mean? The feelings of inadequacy, confusion. It requires you always to go within. Some folks will really have to confront some father issues. Just saying. Just saying. Yeah, look, this is about upbringing. 6 of Cups, 10 of Cups. Right. Some of this is again your friendships, your community, whew, those people who, maybe inadvertently tried to hold you back, tried to stagnate you, tried to control you, you know. But you're going to get a chance to see who you truly are, how valued you are, how worthy, how loving, how capable. It's going to be a lot of inner work, y'all. It's going to be a lot of inner work. Okay? Mm. I just love how that happened. What did I do? Whew. You have to constantly tell yourself, right? Everything is fine. Everything's okay. Everything will be okay. Stand in this truth. Yes, I get it. Right. But so much of the Ten of Swords is about reflection because each one of those swords you had to allow. And this is more so like free real estate in your mind. Those feelings of inadequacy, you know, lack, maybe people walking away from you. And it's a lot of it's fear. It's all fear based. Interesting. That is true, huh? Yeah. Clear away the cobwebs because there's a lot of projection I'm seeing, like mental projection. You hold the Ace of Swords. You do. Huh. Just, I heard, know that you will get a return on your investment. Know this. Know it. Right. Cut yourself free. It's funny because it had to come out because this all ties together with this energy. Self-imposed fear, self-imposed restriction, self-imposed doubt. So this is mental magic, y'all. I'm not joking. This is mental magic. See here how they have this the pentagram, the pentacle here, right? Here's the Ace of Swords, right? This is someone like doing some sort of smoke and conjuring over this energy. Look, this is spiritual work being done. See, it's the energy. This is some sort of spiritual entity, something that this person that they're conjuring towards you. Trying to keep you in the energy of lack instead of noticing that there is growth and abundance and opportunity all around you. This strategy in the past may have worked. This sort of mental binding, right? Because we're in the cycle of eight. This is how these you know this energy, right? These minions of the dark realm, the actual evil realms, right? Right? See the moon sticking out? Right. They're trying to use mind magic, mental fears and manipulation. You can see it. This is someone who I feel like they have control over a jinn. It's just the way she's holding it. Right, trying to tamp it down. See how it's like the book wants, they're trying to close this, and spirit is it's a lot going on here. Right. This energy, it's whew, when you beat people at their own game, like they be competing where they don't even compare type stuff. And this is what it's giving me because this person, they're using spirits. And so you need to use some spirits. I mean, I prefer the Holy Spirit, but whatever. Choose your poison. Right. It's this energy, right? This winning at all costs. It's like they want you to be in this energy of codependence. They want you to tap back into some shit that was given to you in your youth. See those seven cups again, the illusions. See, lull you into this childlike state where you don't feel confident, right? They're trying to control your independence, your confidence, your power. Look at that. See all the Leo energy. Oh my God, yeah. This person, again, this very well could be your mother. I'm not kidding, because this energy of this childlike state, right? Mother, sister, someone in your family, someone who has known you the duration of your life. Could be a childhood friend, but I'm not getting that. This person has been actively trying to make your journey unnecessarily hard. They've literally laid so many burdens in your path. Look, this person would rather see you leave the planet instead of you stepping into your full power and potential. I don't think they're gonna have a choice because the Emperor, right? 4 and 4 is what, 8? All right. And the Death, right, is 13, but that break down to a 4, right? Okay. Just, all right. Like literally, someone is praying, like really praying on your total demise. But you keep transmuting this energy because you're okay in the shadow world. I've seen fire and I've seen rain. They're funny. Right. This person wants you to need them. Very smug. Very, 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 very smug. This, yo. You shine bright no matter what. Heavy Capricorn energy. Always. But that's that demonic energy, right? That's that low vibrational energy. I do kind of feel like this could also be somebody's, you know, this is what they do. This is a practitioner, whether you know it or not. Because, 10th house. This could also be someone who was sought out. But there's that genie energy. See, 9 of Cups. Told you I was getting that. This person has some sort of jinn, some sort of spirit they use that they have control over. You know what's funny? Over the I recently watched 3,000 Years of Longing. Edris Alba, Emma Thompson. Interesting. Right. Okay. The 10th house, career, reputation, professional achievement, moral condition, direction. You see the wheel, right? Life goals, prestige, and position. You have a better 10th house placement than this person. Whatever that means is what I'm getting. You do. Because look, you were given everything. Like everything. I feel like somebody else is a one-trick pony. Look, because you got the High Priestess, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Magician coming out. Look, and they stack. Look, you, divine being. Like you was mixed up with a little sugar and spice, star temperance, look, world sun, and everything nice. Exactly. It's really really sad because I saw you mother flipper. Hold on, let me put these out because see how a story always unfolds, and it's sad because if this person is your mother, it's sad. It's really sad. 10 of Swords, 5 of Cups, because I feel like this person really regrets, and it's like I don't even want to say it because life is so precious, life is so vital, life is so amazing that this person, this thing, because of their jealousy and their envy, right? I don't even want to say it. I really, really don't because it's so vile. Oh, Jesus. They would have rather have not had you at this point, because it's like you've been troubled. They have not been able to do what they wanted to do. Seriously. This person, if this is your mm, let's just say they are in a spiritual marriage with demonic forces, okay? This person's partner in crime, you see the energy, you see the print here, right? It's the same as the magician. I've shown y'all this before, but I'm gonna show it again. See, this one's out, right? This one's in the closet. Okay. It's just sick. You have a higher calling. Let's be going. It is what it is. This energy here, that's why I said you were made with sugar and spice and everything nice. Like you were a genuine cosmic being. You are a child of the divine, a child of the sun, however you want to call it. But it is you can see the light coming out of you. Like you're the real deal Holyfield. You didn't have to enter into any strange contracts with low vibrational forces. But it's a reason why this happened, because everything's happened all at once, right? The past, present, future. Time is an illusion. It only matters to corporeal flesh and blood beings. Everything else is irrelevant, right? But the divine knew. Look, divine, listen. Look at this shit. Look at this. Look at all those cups. Look at all that love. Look at all that abundance. Look at all that just amazing energy. You are a light unto this world. You are walking, talking, breathing abundance. This thing knew you were coming through this, by the way. And it's still, and that's why it was done. So it would have better access to attack a divine being. Don't get it twisted. There's a lot of mental manipulation. You are like a sunflower, okay? Yeah, the devil's in regret now. Run, devil, run. Hey guys, let's keep this New Year vibe going high. As you come in, please hit the like button. It genuinely helps the channel. It's all about abundance. What you get out is what you put back. You get back. Keep that flow. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. It's all right. It's okay. Right. Yeah. Oh, the divine got something up their sleeve in a high vibrational way for the collective. See? Mm, mm, mm. What a pity. What is this spirit waiting on? Look, space to attack. to charge in. Give me one more before I say anything else. Ah, see? See? Yo, that healer star energy is deep. Mmm. You know what the energy of this year? Black and yellow, black and yellow, black and yellow. They was trying to tell us early. Is that a star alignment? Some sort of moon cycle? That's what it's making me think of. They won't regret it. Boy, they gonna regret it. Oh, they gonna regret it. Yeah, see? It's a spirit. It's an entity. They gonna regret it. Look. Look. Some Aquarius season. Okay. I need to look at some planetary alignments right quick for Aquarius season. For okay. It's gonna be a whole bunch of them. Okay. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Yo, today is the last day of Mercury's retrograde, and we got some shadow energy. Okay. Isn't that interesting? Venus does not go retrograde in 2024. Wow. Isn't that interesting? Oh, okay. So Pluto and the Sun has some conjunctions happening around Aquarius season once it starts to transit into that January 20th and 21st. Let's see. There's also a square, Venus, Neptune, and then there's a trine, Mercury and Jupiter, all on January 19th. Well, let me see that chart. 19th. 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 Isn't that interesting? Yeah, okay. Okay. Wow. So there is a Capricorn stellium on that day as well. Pluto, the Sun, Venus, and Mars. You know, they're going to try something. Oh, that's going to be interesting. Not to mention, Saturn's going to be at 5 degrees 0 inches in Pisces. Oh, okay. There will be some interesting activity. Right. They're going to regret it. It definitely has to do with the Pluto placement. The Five of Cups is Scorpio energy, but it's ruled by both Pluto and Mars. Somebody's disloyalty will be exposed. I see that too. They think they're going. That shit's funny. It's like the more they attack, the more they fill up your cup. The holiday. Martin Luther King Day. So okay. So there's quite a few, let's just say, Wiccan holidays in January. January 6th, the day of the triple goddess. The second and third feast of the old Greek goddess Hecate. So okay, they're going to be making offerings, right? Because we've been seeing that before about them working with dark feminine energies. Right, right. See the triple. See this here, the cups. Each the triple goddess, each one of them being a life giver, if you will. See the cup spilt out. And I feel like whatever offerings they're being made right now are being um, rejected. There's this energy of things being balanced, right? So we can no longer just honor the sacred feminine. We must also honor our sacred masculine. And so the energy of blindness. See, 4 and 4. Everything must be balanced. Everything must be healed. When I say the guard has changed, I mean that. There are repercussions for this. Sweeping. This is not good. Wow. See, the eight, those things that are eighth house energy, right? Pluto, Mars, very specific. It's not, you can't, you can do what you want. All right, you do what you want. You do what you want. But you, mm, I don't even, you ever give so many warnings you can't even, you just can't even? The energy is fixed. There's all this confirmation of fixed energy. It's immovable. So there's no wiggle room in this. It's not a mutable energy. You know what I mean? Like, and so all the look, occult secrets, rituals. I see the ritual that is going to have an immediate backfire. Immediate. And it's so funny, right? Because when I'm reading, I'm not overly familiar with paganism or Wiccanism. None of that. I'm just I'm not. But I do indulge in the learning, right? Because knowledge is just that. And it says here, Hecate, who guides all through transitions and crisis, right? And I feel like that's in the higher vibration. But here's the thing, January 1st, according to this calendar I'm looking at, Hag's Day, honoring the goddess as she who transforms. We've already been seeing the energy before the transition into this numerical jump about the birthing of the inner masculine, right? Right. And so if January 1st is honoring the goddess as she who transforms, right? And it says Ishtar, Ayana, Ashtoreth, Isis, there's a bunch of them. The goddesses of love and battle, right? And so that jump, that transition, right? The first Ace of Swords, the first, it wiped out everything. So on that day, that masculine energy came pouring through. And so the whatever was being done or being done today and tomorrow, right? The second and third, it's kaput. Because look, even just this was over here. This is going to be a very painful lesson for someone. Because on this they ill. Look, this is, you see the 9 pentacles, king plus the 8, that's 9, right? You see this work? See this mastery? See Tarian energy here, right? Okay, what do you see right across from Scorpio? Taurus, right? That is opposite energy. Do you understand? All right. See the Aquarius, right? See the Leo, right? Exactly. This counter energy. Wow. So all this joy and celebration and all these offerings and weird shit that they doing. Look at all them cups. But you see the King of Cups also, right? Okay. Yeah. Here comes the sun. The strength, fifth house, inner strength, right? Magnanimous light, balance, harmony. Look, Page of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles, Judgment, masculine. Page of Wands, right? Sun card, Temperance. All right. Energy must free flow. And it's so funny because you see the energy, right, of the sun right there, pushing against this community, helping you step out on faith, inner confidence, belief. Look, got your little homie right there in tow, supporting you the whole way. That's interesting. You know, I feel like most people, they're tricksters, you know what I mean? Like, not people, mankind. I mean, these energies, right? Genies are notoriously tricky. Look, look where the hand placement is, trying to block the heart chakra. But here's the funny part. This is solar plexus and heart chakra energy. You can't do one without the other. They're in alignment, literally. One stacked on top of the other. This is why it's about inner strength. Oh, this is neat. Really, really neat. Let's see. And it's just so funny, right? That Isis has her very own day on the 9th of January. Then look, the festival of Ganesh, right? January 16th. It's a bunch going on. Wow. There's a bunch going on. Let's just say January has so many festivals across the various pantheons of different religions throughout antiquity and modern day. It's interesting. It truly is when you see. Rebirth. Um, by the 9th, it's gonna be some interesting energies. Yeah, they need y'all to claim it, claim that power. Hmm. Brush this shit off. Mm, mm, mm. Very well could be a Pisces spying right now. Somebody just hanging around, trying to assess what they can learn. Why? Why? But I also like maybe looking into things from a different perspective. But this is, could be researching things as well. But I also feel like this is just an agent hanging around. Let's see. Hmm. Mm. Somebody just nosy. Look at all these people. These men's just showing up. All curious about the divine feminine. I know you see me. Oh, yeah. I know you heard me on the radio. True. Somebody like, I gotta let you know that I got a crush on you. Hey. Somebody wanna know who you dating. This is someone that you've completed a cycle with. Look, this is wow. I mean, this energy, right? Look, this cycle, this is, whew, whew. There's no getting away from certain things. It's going to be a very interesting year for the collective body. This person could very well be. Are they on the cusp of Pisces and Aquarius? Yeah. Whew. Interesting. I do feel like you guys are going to really learn firsthand. See how this is mental energy, power, strength. Doesn't matter your gender, right? These are the energies that you're going to have to tap into. You're going to have to learn to oscillate through them both. The Eight of Swords is connected to the sign of Gemini, right? And we talk about this, the sign of the twins, right? But the twins are represented within yourself. Not to mention third house communication, right? The intellect and lower education, short journeys, connecting with your immediate environments. Right. I do feel like this energy is going to shift slightly. That's why I said by the ninth, it's going to be really different. Maybe even by the 8th of this month, you're going to feel more confident, more empowered, more emboldened, more harmonious. Not to mention, we are coming out of this Mercury retrograde. It ends today, right? And so certain things are going to get clearer and clearer. If you're really like watching tarot and different things, you need to educate yourselves on the planetary alignments. Tarot is a tool, and like many tools, right? They're there to help guide you along a much broader um, education. And at the core of it all is universal law, universal teachings, right? And so if you comprehend that this world is a mirror, a reflection, a projection, all of these things. And so when we say to you, as above, so below. See, above the wheel of fortune, below the world, right? You got to make this connection. You got to make this bridge. There's no going far as trees, okay? And so within, so without. But for some, you're not really grasping this, and so the actual, so within, so without, that's been a struggle. And so this here is like y'all really need to seek higher levels of enlightenment. Higher levels of enlightenment. Right. Look into the 12th house is ruled by Pluto, right? Right. And so because we have all these alignments coming up, you know what I mean? You might want to check that out. No, excuse me. Yeah. Yeah. I'm right. Wait, no, I'm wrong. Eighth house, Pluto. But Piscean, right? Here's the thing. Thank you. 12th house, karma, right? And it's funny that that energy is mutable because no one gets to decide how it shows up, right? Result of past actions. Also, of hidden supports and limits, institutions, and inner social conflict. Right. Some people, I'm going to say this, you really got to come out of the victim consciousness because when you have, nobody's perfect. Nobody's perfect, right? And when you know you have wronged people and you've done things, whether somebody's seen you do it or not, you know, they're always watching. And so you have to remember that you might have had some of this coming, whatever it may be, whenever it plays out. And the other part is you learning firsthand that you can free yourself from any limitation, any stuck position whenever you want. This is a self-imposed limitation, right? At any given time, she can free her leg, lift herself up, and untie herself. Same thing here. See how they line up? This is huge. This is huge. Learn from your past. Free yourself. Learn from your past, but free yourself. Mm-hmm. Some of you, no, everyone, everyone needs to go look and see where, um, what's in their eighth house. Not joking. You really should go look and see what's in your eighth house. And when you look what's in your eighth house, you should go see what's in your second house. Okay? Because these energies are juxtaposed on the wheel. You should go look at all the fixed placements that you have in your natal chart because it's going to help you understand where the focus will be. Very masculine energies. Whew. There's a lot of energy of fortune, right? Because Scorpio and Taurus sit on opposite sides of the wheel, right? So that free flow of energy, right? The eight, that's why I said it's these two houses, your second house and your eighth house. Some of these are those generational whatevers. That's why I said you gotta look at your childhood. Some people really put some limiting beliefs on you. They really did. They was like, you ain't gonna be nothing. Your mama, da 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 da. Yo, that like, I feel like whoever that is, you were raised by outsiders. Maybe your grandparents or something like that, and they used to be real disparaging about your mom and dad for whatever reason. You gotta shake all that off. Just because they were in doubt of themselves and a lot of projection, mental projection, because words, mental projection, spells. Free yourself from the spells, the glamour, the BS that people have placed upon you. Fix it. I feel like that's going to be the theme for this year. Fix it. Fix it. Fix it. You have no choice. You're going to be forced to fix it. Right. And because we're working in the energy of fixed, we cannot avoid the energy of the 11th house in the fifth house, okay? All the fixed positions, right? The fifth house is the sun, right? Right. See the Two of Cups? See the Leo energy? We're not going to get away from this energy, right? Love affairs and romantic attachment, self-expression, creativity, art and drama, children, pleasure and play, speculation. That's what this shit is right here. Look, Hangman, Page of Swords. That is speculation. Hmm, 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 hmm. Butterflies in the sky. Look, take a look. It's in the book. A reading rainbow. Right. Some of y'all gonna have to get your education on and learn some new things, some relationship techniques. Remember how I said forest trees? Look at the trees in the background. Forest trees. There's another one. Wands are made from what? Trees. Okay, I'm just saying. And then look, 11th house, like-minded people with similar interests to achieve ideals and hopes, joint activities, group expression, social life, and friends. Fix it, fix it, fix it. Uranus, inner individuality, right? That Leo. No, dang it. I'm sorry. What do you call that? The Strength card, right? Strength card. Inner individuality and uniqueness, intuitive and creative expression, and intuitive and creative, expressed as inspiration or rebellion, breakthrough of society structures to become independent and original. Right, like-minded people over here in the 11th house, independent individual, right? But at the same time, uniqueness, right? And like attract like. Just saying, just saying. Just saying. Just saying. There's a lot going on. Fix it. Fix it. These 4 points. And it's so funny, right? Because that Piscean energy, right? Going with the flow. This might be that era where you don't, right? Because this energy hanging about with the Gemini, right? All that mutability. Okay, so now it's not the time to go with the flow. Now it's time to stand in your truth, your power. It's like reckoning. I said what I said. Fix it. And this is, again, we are not to use this. We don't need to use force. We can use our words. But this is your inner strength. Oh gosh, they playing that song. Back the world for 72 hours. I would have his is it Eiffel Tower. I don't want to sit. No, man. No. But y'all know the song. Y'all know the song. Oh my god. Oh, wait. Yo, the name of this song. No way. Is that really? Are you serious right now? It has to be. I didn't know the name of the song was this, y'all. It's by the artist. I thought that was somebody else, but it's called Devil in the Backseat. All my life I want money and power. Respect my mind or die from lead shower. I prayed my right. So I can F the world for 72 hours. Right. It says, GD, I feel amazing. I'm in the matrix. My mind is living on cloud nine, and this nine is never on vacation. Think about that. I had no, yo, wow, I thought this was Kendrick. Martin had a drink. Right. That's amazing. I don't remember this being the artist by any means, and it was definitely on my playlist on Pandora for a while, or suggested music, I should say. Wow. Devil in the backseat, which is what we see right here. See, most tarot decks, they show you the devil here, right? Taking a back seat in a rightful place. But see, you're going to have to tap into that dark energy, okay? I'm not kidding. I might have to put, it's the name of this song. I would say read the lyrics opposed to listening to it. You need to be very mindful about what you're putting in your psyche. But there's a reason for it, right? Okay. I also wanted to discuss something else. Right. It's so interesting that all these people have started to fall. They were never in grace, but from the public's grace, if you will. Um, right. Right. You know, we were in the energy of the chariot last year, you know, the light and the dark and learning to work together with all of that. Now it's time to put it on display as we step into the strength card, right? To really go within and be like, nah, da 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 da. I'm not going to tell myself anything negative. Nah, I could do it. I'm a beast. I could do, like, I got it. I got it. I got it. I got it. We can do it. Like, riveting, Rosie, we can do it type energy. That's the strength card. It's all coming from within. But it is interesting that as we leave the energy of the chariot, right, and we saw all these people by the end of the year getting wrapped up in all this nefarious stuff that had been a long time coming, results of past actions, right? We were just looking at that mutable energy. Right. You know, that come see, come saw, I go with the flow, I do what I want, da, da, da. Right, right. That error and energy of domination, right? We were in cardinal energy, so people's true colors came out full circle, right? They couldn't run away from their own truth because they lived their life out loud in the open, unabashed, right? So it was hard for the those false idols to really dispute their reputations, right? 10th house energy, career, right? Cardinal energy, right? Friends, partner. Look. Let me. This is why it's important to study the astrology, right? Just a little back and forth, right? As we go forward, all the cardinal energies, right? Aries, Libra, Capricorn, Cancer, right? All the things people were doing in their homes, how they loved, how they nurtured their children, everything came front, right? Look, physical appearance, self-awareness, right? This is why so many of those false idols had to come tumbling down on some Popeye shit. I am what I am. Okay, cool, cool. Saturn is very much a part of that. And so Saturn came through issuing lessons everywhere it would truly impact. Some people had a full level of disgrace, right? Even contracts, lower courts, partnerships. Think about how many people came forward talking about, oh, they not paying me correctly, Tahaji, and all. Think about it. Think about all the celebrity stuff. Think about it. And why now? Why it had to be now? Because the energies were right. The energies were conducive for a disclosure, for people to be like, I can't take it no more on a Dave Chappelle. Like, really? That's why it had to come full circle. How others see you. All of a sudden, everybody want to talk. Everybody want to run tape. Oh, man. Why all of us people want to self-incriminate, like Aaron Hall talking about all them see me. Like, what? Who and the what and why? But that pride, that ego, right? Right. The devil, the unhealed ego, pride, right? All those seven deadly sins right? People's truth could not be ignored, right? Cardinal energy, Aries, first house. The same way the work, like it all came tumbling out. Everybody, they were, even with the Maxwell shit, why it took so long with Epstein, why it took so long, because the energies have to be right. It's no different than why federal levels of investigation go the way they do. Yeah, they might watch when they're going for huge cases like under the RICO statute. They'll literally watch people do crime. They won't interfere. No, 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 because their objective is bigger. It's like all of a sudden, we got it. We got everything we need. Now we can put them away for good. That's the energy of the cardinal signs right now. Well, the energy has changed, but that energy of karma, the eight that goes around comes around. Right, right. Now it's fixed. Do you understand? Now it's set. Now the ball is like, oh no, we see you, mother. Right, we get how you get down. Right. It all has to come full circle. That time where they could, play with people. No, they could schmooze them. No, they could charm them. They could be charismatic. Where people were looking towards them like they had something to teach them. They could make some sort of gain. Think about it. Mutable energy is Sag, it's Virgo, it's Gemini, and it's Pisces. Think about that. Right. That energy allowed people to get their hustle, their flow on, make the connections, but it also opened folks up to be manipulated because mutable energy is pliable. It was an energy that allowed folks to, because you wanted to make improvements, you wanted to learn, you wanted all, you want. Mutable is like, it's progressive, right? It's doer energy. And because you're so apt to do, those in lower vibrations, those in shadow energy can rightly take advantage of you temporarily. When you really look at it, when you really, really, really look at it, think about that. And that mutable energy, right? On the surface of things, people look like the examples and da da da, exemplars of health and prestige. And on the surface, behind closed doors, they be doing all sorts of stuff. Because mutable energy is the true definition of when in Rome. So that's why people found themselves in positions and down paths and avenues where they wouldn't ordinarily partake, they wouldn't ordinarily do certain things, but the energies were ripe. This is why it's important to study what goes on above you so you can understand what goes on below you. No more ignorance is bliss. Just saying. Right. See? Time for the great reveal. The sun. Time for things to balance out. You you want to stay ahead of the curve, as above, so below. Right. This energy is sweeping. Scorpionic energy is the death card. Fix it. And it's interesting because it's like those who have piety, those who have meekness or something like that, compassion and love. And anyway, I don't know who's praying. Mm-mm. But these false examples are being removed. It's just a matter of time. You're going to see it. See? The devil on the back street. I think we might have to rename this that. Because that's what this is looking like. Because there's so much inner strength that's required on this particular. Sorry, I keep messing with the camera with my foot. What did I do with it? What did I do with it? Okay. Found that. Really? These gel pens. Not to mention, we're about to enter the year of the dragon. The Chinese New Year will change in February. Let me make sure before I say that. Ooh. Wow. Y'all see that? Look. Look. The ink. That's some BS. It wasn't right, but it. This would be a good year to really, whether you make them yourself or if you buy them. I would be burning run double run candles all day, every day, this entire year, because this is about you having confidence and belief and strength and all of those things. So listen, like I said, I don't give a shit if you make it yourself, if you just buy a red candle and write run double, whatever you got to do. Like, but this is a year to actively battle that bullshit. And I mean that. I mean that. Actively battle it. Fuck all of that. Okay. Oh, because I'm special. In case y'all didn't figure out what happened, my other pen kind of leaked and got ink on my hands, and then I got the ink on the pen and washed my hands and forgot to clean the pen and then had to repeat the cycle. See, learn, think through the situation, no emotional impulses. See how in real time, do not use your logic. Like, there's passion and then there's logic. You need to be rooted in this logic. Whew. Yeah, we're about to enter the year of the dragon. February 10th. Oh, they gonna be turned. They love Dre. Listen, we'll all be learning about this. That's all I can say, man. Cause it's a dragon. Yeah, it's very masculine. That's a very masculine energy. This is why it was like, no, we birthed in the masculine, right? And on time, right? It's necessary. It's necessary to get through this year, to ebb and flow. But be confident, be bold, make the first move, but you do it logically. Do you understand? Be confident, be bold, make the first move, but use your logical mind. Empress, right? It's Libra or Taurus, right? This is a time you're gonna need them scales, baby. You're gonna need the scales. See, the cups, right? You're gonna have to be able to go back and forth and back and forth. See how the lighthouse in the background? See the stripes? Ebb and flow. You're gonna have to come out them feelings. You're going to have to exchange the emotions that we've been in, right? Because as much as the cardinal energies, that's Mars and Venus, right? So that's a lot of emotion. Very reactive energy. You saw the protests and the this and the that and the riot and loot and all that stuff all through 2023, right? It was a shit show. Now, now that that's over, see how they're back on solid ground? See how they coming out the emotions? They're on solid ground. Come on. You're going to have to exchange for logic and reasoning. Get grounded, get practical. It's the Taurus. Come on out. Get grounded, get logical, get practical. You have a choice. Venusian energy is both grounded, but it's logical. I don't know where all the emotions and shit come from because, like, when you look at it, you see it's covering Venus is Taurus and Libra, right? Okay. So I be like, people be getting the wrong idea about Venus. She's colder than you think. Mm. Anyway, right. You'll be able to use your charm. Again, this is not a year to be forceful. Let me read this to you. On February 10th, according to Chinese zodiac, the 2024 is the year of the dragon. The dragon is a symbol of strength, right? That's the card. Strength card, right? Come on. Stay with me. Right. Courage, creativity, innovation in Chinese mythology. People born in the year of the dragon are said to be charismatic, ambitious, adventurous, and fearless. They are also confident, independent, and visionary. Confident, independent, visionary. See how these energies are marrying together? See. Let's see. Uh oh. This looks good. Okay. The fixed element of the dragon in 2024 is earth, which represents stability, honesty, and loyalty. Right. The variable element of the dragon in 2024 is yang wood. That is double. That's like, if I look, that's why that song Devil on the Backstreet, right? All my life I wanted money and power. Right. The bull was talking about making this John as big as the Eiffel Tower so he could, So think about that. Right. This some big dick energy. I mean that. This some big dick energy. Okay, which represents growth, creativity, and flexibility. That's the yang wood. Therefore, the year of the dragon in 2024 is expected to be a time of visionary leaders, innovators, and problem solvers. Exactly, because what do we need more of right now? Think about all the shit show of 2023. If that wasn't a call to action that we needed more leaders, we needed people with morals and ethics and values and had a vision for the nation, right? Here we are coming up on the election year. It all goes together. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. That's what I said. I thought it was Kendrick's song, but I'm like, what is that? Girl, listen. These quantum jumps be messing me up. I'm they do. Like, cause when you leap, you be like, wait a minute, where I'm from, it was a different artist who sang that song. Martin had a dream. I really thought it was. Maybe he didn't write it. Maybe that's what that is. Or because when I look at Lyric Genius, they like he did a freestyle. It's just too much. It's too much going on. But either way, okay, thank you. Because I felt some kind of way. What? Ooh, child. Okay. Okay. So he did it too. See. I'm just like I know the lyrics because I thought the lyrics was crazy. They resonated. I'm just being honest. They did because my inner masculine be on that same like that's but for me as a female, right? My shadow is very much masculine. You know what I mean? Because like we're expected to be a certain way, but I say, guess what? We balanced. We balanced because this energy is bold and confident and da 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 da. Right? In order to get here, you had to go through all the lower arcanas in terms of the masculine energies too. So you know what I mean? Okay. That's interesting. Oh, thank God. Because I was like, I don't have time to keep looking. I noticed something. Anyway, I like it. I like it a lot. This is interesting. But I really would. I really, really would. All this whole time. I really do feel like this is back information. This is so crazy, y'all. Listen, nothing shocks me anymore. Like that's not true. Actually, let me stop playing it. That's not true. I mean, the moment you think you figure out how low and like dank and rank shit can get, nah, then you get a piece of information that goes, oh my god, that's a thing. I've gone, oh my God, that's a thing, more times than a little bit through 2023, learning about how deep and diabolical people's natures are. I don't really um, operate in my shadow per se in a physical way. You know what I mean? Like in a very spiritual way, sure, like I could tap in, but I don't have satanic practices. And so when I learn about people who do have these sorts of practices, that's more often than not where I find myself shocked and like, what the fuck? That is a level of depravity. This is why I'd be like, I be calling judgment. And I'd be like, listen, I don't even care to the point where I pray I make it through, but if I don't, it's okay because it's greater than myself. I have so much to learn and I'm so grateful and all of these things that's between me and my father. But at the end of the day, there are things that are so barbaric and so treacherous that if it all ended today, it would be okay because at least that would stop type shit. Do you understand? Like, ugh, there are some really sick, twisted individuals. It's not all fiction. That's the part where, that's the one thing I've always said is that I don't believe even though we have that creator energy, the dark side, like I don't always like in terms of just people making it up. I'm like, no, that came from somewhere. No, that happened. Like I've had so many high vibrational spiritual experiences overtly, like manifestations of different entities and deities and different, and I have witnesses to the shit. So don't. That being said, I know. So I have faith and a knowing, different, right? But the other side, you'd be like, what in the fuck? What is wrong? So I know that when people say they be conjuring up this, that, and the third, they be telling the truth. Because if I've had light beings and angels and all sorts of things and like, yeah, okay. So if that's my experience, I know people ain't lying when they talking about, no, they made a deal or they signed this, they did. No, they telling the truth. You just want to dismiss it because it's above your thinking. That's okay. But that sort of ignorance will be obliterated in this year, okay? Because it's dealing with eighth house energy, secrets, rituals, occults. And so, look, right on time with that secrets, rituals, and occult shit, right? See, see, I don't know where they got it from, but this thing here, like somebody did something. There was a ritual. It really was. They was outside naked, dancing under the moon, howling and shit, wearing animal skins and trying to invoke certain things. And see, like some sort of siren or succubus, incubus energy comes from out the abyss because they opened the door. See the path? They opened the door to this realm, to this portal. They tried to pass this. It's a generational thing, okay? I do want you to know that this is not um necessarily something that was done in your lifetime. This is something that was done in the beginning stages of your family tree. This I'm gonna be real. I'm gonna be real. This ritual, this moon dance, this was they wanted. You shouldn't make deals with dark entities. See the rabbit, the fertility, and all of that. This is a very long time ago, guys. At least 6 generations, way back. Whoa, yeah, way back when. This thing had been passed down generation after generation after generation. This is interesting because I'm really getting the matriarch that did this. The petition was for fertility. It's very much giving me like Rumpelstiltskin vibes. You do remember that story, right? And then wait, what's the other one with the cabbage? Hold on, that might be the same thing. Hold on. Really? No. Okay, it's Rapunzel. Now, thank you. Wow. So this Rapunzel. Okay, thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so right, the story involves a pregnant woman. See, see. But you see the Empress right here, right? The story involves a pregnant woman. Yeah. I, this is crazy. This is fucking crazy because I do feel like I'm about to fill in some blanks on somebody's family tree. Because all these fables are based off of real bits and pieces of true history. Okay. Um, so if you remember correctly from the 1812 children's tales from the Brothers Grimm, the original, not the watered down version, right? Um, there's a woman who's pregnant and she's got a craving for cabbage, and she sends her husband over to the sorceress's garden to get some cabbage because she had a hankering for the cabbage, but the sorceress had a hankering for a baby. See, she all pregnant. She's like, babe, go get me some food. Da 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 da. Right? So he spied out, thinking it's a good time to drop in and shit, not understanding the twisted tale that their fate and destiny would turn to. Okay, okay, real quick, stay with me now. It's not just children's stories. This is wow. Okay, he scales the garden wall. Right? Mm-hmm. But she catches him, accuses him of theft, and the man begs for mercy. It explains his wife's condition. The sorceress agrees to be lenient, allowing the man to take all that he wants. Wait. Right, and so the cabbage, right, in this story, as this is an AI generated synopsis, right? Or cliff notes, whatever you want to call it. It says the sorceress agrees to be lenient, allowing the man to take all the Rapunzel he wants on the condition that the baby be given to her when it is born. Now, cabbage, Rapunzel, because the German translation was cabbage. And what would we call? We'd be like, give me that broccoli, that cheese, that green, all these references to what? Dinero, right? Money, energy, money, right? Food, like energy, right? Whatever. And the baby girl, right? He agrees in his desperation. But when the wife has a baby girl, the sorceress takes Rapunzel as her own and names her after the plant her mother craved so much, right? And then locked her ass what? Up in that fucking ivory tower. Aha. The year of 7, tower energy, right? Ace of Pentacles, tower, chariot. That, right? Where these things are planted, these seeds are planted, right? So isn't that funny? Like historically in somebody's lineage, like one of y'all was like snatched like many generations ago and raised by one, and like the corruption was real. But see, opening the door many generations ago to this entity attaching itself to your lineage. Look, y'all always wanted to know where it came from, where the magic in the bloodline came from. Right. Because somebody decided they was going to steal from a sorceress. Bad move. But the funny thing about it is that the child themselves was magical. They themselves possess an immortal spirit connected to the great creator, the I am. Ooh, that's wow, how that just came out like that. Wow. Because I'm like looking at that like, really? But I also see something much more primal. This is giving me like Africa. I'm not even joking. Or even Asia Minor, North Africa, Asia Minor, somewhere around there. Like a really, 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 really long time ago. Like when I say generations, I'm not talking about like your grandmama, your great grandmama. No, 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 no. I am talking like this feels like eons. It's definitely your maternal line. That's why there was so much energy directed during the year of 7, right? Towards the 4th house, the 7th house, the 1st house, the 10th house. Because all the cardinal energies were present, but there was something that was overly expressed. 4th house, 7th house, trying to keep you in the dark about these things that transpire in the past. 1st house, right? Early environmental influences. We carry our mitochondrial DNA through every generation. Do you understand? This is why this is coming out this way. Right. Some of you would have never guessed that this was the moral condition of your lineage. Interesting, darling. Right. The craft. The legacy of your family's craft. Where some of you have been able to, you know, I mean, y'all, it was a lot of gains being made with this one from way back when. This feels like real antiquity, y'all. Like, people were still walking around with furs or barely covered or something like that. Like, very old. It's like, it's so funny. Like, this small, dark hill, it's like, you know how when people do, like, sweat lodges and different types of journeying, it's giving me that, like the very first priestess or priest, but a priestess. Right. Right. That your family has been working with this entity 9 generations, like a very, very long time. Like a very long time. And you're the first one to reject this union. They tried to indoctrinate you to this when you were young, in some way, shape, or form. I even, it's funny because I'm looking, for whatever reason, they thought this would automatically be passed down to you. Like, automatically, like, you're my child, of course. But no, see these 4 cups? See, oh my gosh, this is so cool. See how the little girl is right there? See the path? She over there in this green space, like, she not really on the pavement, but her mama is. But she over there in the grass. Like, she trying to she's trying to offer her something to make her step up onto this path, but she just looking at her, right? Like, I don't think I'm gonna take that. I don't want that. I don't want that. Yeah, see the this is like some sort of indoctrination with the Hierophant. You was like, nah, you went your own way. Look, Page of Wands, Sun, Temperance. You're wholly different. Like, this person, your mama, right? She felt the power in the womb. She did. Look, judgment, strength. She felt the power while you was in there. She felt it. She did. She was utilizing it. She thought this shit was working. It never worked. It never worked. Whatever they were offering, whatever this, you rejected it from a youth. Whatever doctrine, tenet, whatever it was, you came with a connection. It's so funny how this looks. This is adorable, though. It truly is. Because look, see here? Wait, I just had it. What did I do? Wait, it showed itself. Aces. All right, hold on. I just seen it. Hmm. Huh. Okay, whatever. Guess that wasn't important to show. This person really tried to like force feed you some sort of teaching. Oh, there we go. I was like, what am I? See, the crown of her head, how it's like lighter. See here, you came with your connection to source. You came with your connection to source and your counterpart. Y'all came together. This is like one of those bank vaults, the safety deposit boxes where you need two keys. You can't access it without both keys. They got to go in at the same time. They got to be turned at the same time. That's the thing about whoever you are in your mind and your spirituality and your soul. It requires, like, listen, it requires two keys. You can't just, nah. That's so interesting. But you did. You rejected this shit. You was like, I don't want none. You came with your own mind, your own will. That's the other thing I'm getting with this too. Because I'm looking at the King of Wands and the King of Swords. You came with your own mind and your own will. So that here, nah. Something about their eyes you didn't trust. That's so funny. I don't care if it is your mama. You ain't trust it. Something in their eyes. You knew they was wearing a mask. But this has been going on for a long time, y'all. Mm. I mean, this goes back so far. Like neo-paganism. Like, that's the type, like, anyway. I don't want to linger on that too long. But you was like, no, you good. Right. They really tried to steal your future and your destiny. But spirit wouldn't let them. It's this entity that's attached to your family, to your lineage. When I say they were trying to, yeah, that's what it is. It's not a physical person. This is a demonic attachment to your family line. Somebody exchanged something vital. Anyway, yeah. You something wholly different, baby. You more angel than you are anything else. Pure innocence. Crazy part is, that's so funny. For some of you, this is like the first Crusades was what, the ninth century, 10th century. When was the first Crusade? When was the first Crusade?
According to Wikipedia, the First Crusade was the first of a series of religious wars, or crusades, initiated, supported, and at times directed by the Latin Church in the medieval period.
The objective was to recover the Holy Land from Islamic rule. See what I mean? Jinns and all of that shit are associated with Persia and Islam. Okay? Yeah. That's what I mean. Like something like neo pagan, like it's that deep. Definitely. Look, Crusade. Look, Six of Swords, Five of Wands, right? Seven of Swords, Seven of Wands. The first crusade started 1096 to 1099. Look at those numbers, y'all. It was the beginning of true masculine dominance. One, right? Energy of the masculine principle. You know what's funny? I learned something earlier that y'all might find interesting. Um, that all of us who were born when, like, in the 19 whatever, right? There, there might be one or two people still on the planet that was born like 1899. If you are, God bless you and your longevity. Um, but the majority of people left were born in the 1900s, right? And so we all have that very prominent masculine principle, the one. But everyone born after the from the year 2000 onward, right? Very feminine energy, right? So now we got all these betas and all this very this weird femininity, some weird femininity running around the planet, and it's gonna be that way for the next 1,000 years. Think about that. It might be challenged, in the, like, the 2100 series. I don't know. I might have to do a little future peek into like what 2200 will look like, because that's double femininity, and God help us, that's gonna be a hell of a bitch fight. I won't be around for it, but at the same time, it's funny when you think about it numerically, right? And so here we are in the year 2024, right? Which, thank God, is an 8, which is very masculine in itself. It's cojones. I don't know if you guys understand that. The number 8, especially when it's in its infinity shape, it's cojones. Huevos, avocados, whatever you want to call it. So, do you have the balls to achieve your goals? Anyway, I was just showing you how I was like, no, it's the Crusades. They went to get not just relics, but information. It wasn't just about freeing the land, because they've never successfully freed the land long term. It was about knowledge and information. The whole reason they went was a fucking lie. I'm just saying, it was straight. They went to loot the Holy Land. Okay, they did. They went to loot the whole. See the 5 swords. See, the real reason on why they went and started this whole hoopla was kept from the general public. See the 2 swords down. But they know the real reason why they went over there and picked this fight. What's missing? You got the 5 of wands and then the 7 of wands. You got the 6 of wands missing, right? It was all for show. The reason they really went was very spiritual. Very, very spiritual. They needed knowledge. They needed insight. They needed the insight into sacred geometry, into alchemy, into universal law and Man, quit playing. Interesting. For those of you who have what we call family names, like the same name is reused over and over and over and over again, I want y'all to pay very close attention to that, because there's a message in that, not just the meaning of the name, but why that particular name has survived through your lineage. It starts with the one, whatever name is used the most, it starts with that person in the first iteration in your lineage. Okay? Yeah. That's where you're gonna find your answers. Yeah. For some of y'all, it's like Sunny or something like that. This is beautiful. They're liking. Yeah, look. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Logic. Just pursue. Do you understand? Let logic reign. Do not be emotionally impulsive. Think things through. But I feel like this is the right way. Let your natural light, let your natural intelligence shine through your authentic self. Look, look. This will put the kibosh on anything that anyone else outside of you can orchestrate. Do you understand? But I also feel like, remember that the tower is there for your benefit. So no matter what type of shit show 2023 was, every bit of destruction was for your benefit. Okay? But this had to remove those false idols. This is so funny though. I never looked at that before like that. Like with the crown, like crowning. See the empress. Now we have the emperor. Right. The birthing, the arrival, the delivery. It's here. You've allowed every version of your old self to die away for your betterment. And the new version of you is being birthed. Like it's here. I'm gonna say this too. I feel like, listen, if you yay pregnant, you should go to the hospital. Um, don't fuck around, okay? Just go, because you might end up needing medical help. I feel like you might have done most of your deliveries at home. This ain't the one, okay? You have a son, and this is a wholly different, wholly different, okay? But see this, I love the sword that it shows light and dark, which is what you see right here. Balance. Yeah. Stand up for yourself. That's okay. I know I've dragged this on for quite a while, but whatever. Research, learn, research, learn. Look into your family lineage. Somebody, seriously, that name being repeated, it's going to take you down to your huckleberry. This is just shuffling. Son, yes. Be joyous. Like they what anything else that needs to be revealed came right out. Here comes the sun. Do 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 do. It's alright. That's so funny. Your light, your energy, your auric field is so luminous, and it's like the sun. It's radiating in all directions. I'm gonna tell you right now. Um, you have successfully stopped an op. I'm gonna tell you that right now. Somebody tried to send some energy, and whatever you did, and you're pure, man. See, I do know about the white horse and the black horse, right? Again, this goes back to that energy of the chariot, right? You see the white horse right there, right? Oh Lord. Right. So the pale horse represents death, right? But death is not the finality, right? It is one step in the renewal energy, right? For that's just what it is, right? So once you go through the death, right, here comes the sun. Like every night and day, we go through a death and rebirth, right? The ending of one, the beginning of another, right? That being said, right? Okay. It says the pale horse represents death. It says when food supplies dwindle, the wars break out, death follows. The pale horse has the power of famine, plague, and to kill by the sword, right? And by the wild beasts. Sickness and famine often break out as a result of warfare. This horse, look, Its rider wears a crown, holds a bow. You see them arrows, right? It says people have attributed the rider of this horse as Jesus. Remember, Jesus said he didn't. When he come back, it ain't gonna be like that. It ain't gonna be no kumbaya. He coming to finish him, right? Right. So this is what I mean. See, whatever they were doing, it's a convergence. It's all being sent back. Like it's gonna pile up. This look like a traffic jam of spiritual bullshit, and people's chickens coming home to roost. Listen, some websites, I just got too much going on. The pop ups and this and that. I will not be back to this website. I'm just telling you now. I'm gonna leave them a review because it is just way too much going on. These freaking ads and banners and shit. Clean it up. Fix it. Okay, Revelation 6. Now I watch when the Lamb opened one of the seven seals, right? These seals, in a lot of ways, right? We've gone through this, right? The seven layers of heaven, the seven layers of hell, the seven chakras, the light, the dark. Do you understand? You understand? Okay. And it says, and I heard one of the four living creatures say with a voice like thunder, Ace of Swords, come. And I look, and behold, a white horse, and his rider had a bow and a crown that was given to him. He came out conquering and to conquer, hence the Crusades. Okay? When I opened the second sword seal, excuse me, I heard the second living creature say, come, and out came another horse, bright red. Its rider was permitted to take peace from the earth, so that people would slay one another, and he was given a great sword. And when he opened the third seal, I heard the living creature say, come, and I looked, and behold, a black horse. This goes anyway, and its rider had a pair of scales in his hand, and I heard what seemed like a voice in the midst of the living wait a voice in the midst of the four living creatures say, a quart of wheat for a denarius, and 3 quarts of barley for a denarius, and do not harm the oil and wine. When he opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth living creature say, come, and I look, and behold, a pale horse, and its rider's name was Death, and Hades followed him, and they were given authority over the fourth of the earth to kill with the sword, and with famine, and with pestilence, and by wild beasts of the earth. I bring this up, right? Going back to the chariot energy, because and like with the lunar new year, right? Then the energies will be very concurrent, very here we are, we're in it, right? But we bring up Revelation because there's often a lot of energy directed towards the imagery of the dragon. Okay, just this is not religion. This is allegory. This is, you understand? Like, come on, you got to fight fire with fire. You understand? You're doing that, baby. You're doing that. But I will say this does kind of feel, is this the pale horse or is it the white horse? Going back to that chariot energy. Did y'all know the diddler has 2 black horses tattooed, one on each shoulder? Look, the black horse and the horseman, famine. Think about everybody tied to that man and how their biggest complaint outside of him being just a terrible asshole was that they didn't make no money. They wasn't able to eat like that, you know? And so for this person to be publicly splayed the way they're being, and the attack on their finances, the thing that they wanted most, the greed within them. See how the scales must be balanced. Is levels to this shit. So it's funny, right? Because the choice is death, right? With the pale horse. Hmm. Or violence with the white. Maybe both, because that's what they chose, right? They doubled up on it. I told you there's two black horses tattooed on either shoulder. And so instead of choosing the path of balance with the scales, right? They went 10 toes down into conquering for the sake of conquering power and domination. Right. And so it says here, right? Because the black horse carries the scales. So this man thought they were judge, jury, and executioner. Think about that. And that within their hands, they had the power to wipe out everything. But they would always keep the party going, the oil and the wine, right? The inner knowledge, the inner connections, the oil, right? But they were never connected to anything positive, right? The ability to blacklist somebody, right? Unless they said so. But since they doubled up, what's going to happen? Violence and then death. So a very painful demise. Okay? What do y'all think about that? That someone could be so bold, right? They kind of confused on why they magic got blocked a little bit, but they not really confused. Like, they not really confused because the sun is here. And when the sun rises, all fog retreats, correct? It's a temperature, right? Temperature rises, it gets chased away. We can't even put it like that because that Joan was like that. It's like, time's up. Time's up. Hmm. I just saw the Hangman and the Knight of Swords. So somebody might hurry up and try to give their life to Christ. I'm not even joking. I'm not even joking. But let me tell you something. You can't fake the funk. You might publicly be like, "Oh, I'm saved," and da da da. Shame for perpetrating. Shame for that bullshit. Don't do that. You will regret it. You're crying over spilled milk, but it was already always freely there. All right. I just think it's interesting how it all comes out like that. It's so funny because whoever this, in general, these energies, people who have this sort of energy signature, they use the fact that they could run to Christ at any given time and get a fresh start. I'm not even joking. And so they be out in these streets just doing what they want to do, gallivanting, being promiscuous, being aggressive, dominant, all that. So at any given time, they be like, "Oh, I'm going to Jesus." Yeah, okay. Jesus see that shit. I just want you to know that. I just want you to know that. All right. So be careful with that. They know who you in partnership with. They know who you really serve. Look at the difference in that. They bound in eternal servitude. And this is free. Free. All right. I'm just saying. You beat the brakes off somebody. You and your spiritual team. Look, no matter how rough 2023 was, look, look, look. Isn't that amazing? You whoop the energy of seven's ass. Can I just say that? Look, you got the seven of wands, Hierophant in the middle. Look, you listen, spiritual school is nothing to play with. It's not. It's not. Nobody wants to flunk here. No. Nobody wants academic assistance. No. We want to learn the first time. You don't want to have to go through that class again. You don't want to repeat the grade. No. And you did the damn thing. You really did the damn thing. You deserve every bit of success, praise, and reward that's coming towards you. Yeah. Yo, when I'm telling you, I see the horseman. I just saw the death card again. I saw the death card and I saw the two of cups. That's why I said it's the pale horse and it's the white horse. Because look, y'all see this shit, right? Because they doubled down. So I see, listen, I don't like predicting shit like that, but when you partner with this, right, to attack people, to take from people, right, take that, took that, fuck you type shit, really, because that's very, I don't know these people, but the energy is so foul. Like, I've been physically, like, ill, like, nauseous from tapping into this shit. When it finally came full circle, I was so relieved. That's why I took a pause, because I could. It's disgusting. Now, if you go back and watch the videos of, like, you could just randomly pop them in, whatever, from the last year and the energy that we've been tapping into, it lines up. Like peanut butter and jelly on white bread. It lined right up. So it's like, ew. It's not for me to say there's no redeemable qualities, but my higher self has already said this individual has no redeemable qualities. That's why, look, we didn't even get to the red horse. Fuck. We didn't even get to the red horse. Here you are, true to the path, true to the game. See, that's the thing about it. When you don't really give a fuck about being famous, you don't give a fuck about being like recognized, none of that shit. You just do what God tell you to do. You do what your spirit team tell you to do, and you just keep it fucking moving. It's beautiful. But other people want recognition. I don't really give a shit. I just want y'all to be like, no. There are so many details about how disgusting these fucking people are. Ill. There is no separating the artist from the human being at this point. This is just evil incarnate. I knew I was skipping over the red horse. And they like, nah, don't skip over the red horse. The red horse is war. You see the war pony right there, right? They declared war. That's the whole thing about it. They invoked this. It says the red horse, the fiery one, takes peace from the earth. Right, nowhere that person can go will they get peace. Nobody's really opening them with open arms anymore. Like, you will know no peace. That's why other parts in the Bible will say when the divine gives you peace, you will know it. Because in your torment season and this, that, and the third, you know the complete opposite of it. So when you have it, you recognize it. It says the red horseman carries a large sword, blatantly represents war and violence. That's why I said he gonna get both. A very violent end. Violent delights have violent ends. What is that, Bronte or Dickinson? Emily Dickinson, something like that. Right. This makes sense to follow after the conquest driven horse and rider. Conquest often leads to war. Right. You want to dominate people, you want to control them. This is why it's very important in the energy of eight that we don't use that. There's no force, there's no domination. We have a logical meeting of the minds. Do our soul like purposes align? Solar plexus, heart chakra, they work together. Adamite is a really good stone to work with in this particular vibrational year because it aligns both the solar plexus and the heart chakra, which is what you're going to need in this year. I love that so many people doubt his return. We ain't gonna worry about it. It's beautiful. Beautiful. But yeah, yeah, it's coming. Whew. So I'm like, nah, it's all right. I do care about so many things, but this is so much bigger. This is so much bigger than any one person that we all should be like, um, New Earth, ready? You know, my brother ain't never did shit unless he wanted to type energy. So there ain't no point in trying to call his phone and be like, when you get in here, talking about Jesus. He gonna get here when he get here. Don't worry about it. You gotta survive the horses. War. The war pony. Five of Wands. The war ponies. Wow. Wow. That's the energy, right? We're in the North Node Aries, South Node Libra, right? Right. Things should start to balance out for those in their higher vibrations, but the energy of war is still very dominant. Remember, the North Node South, that cycle is a 2.5 year or is it 18 months or two? I think with the shadow energy is 2 years. Just saying. Hmm. It's being held back temporarily, but as above, so below. There will be, look, see the presence. See the scales. As above, so below. It is the beginning. See the red box here. Shit. Let's see. It says according to Daniel 9:27, right? The bow the white horseman carries can represent violence. And after 3.5 years of peace, right? Didn't we have that? Didn't we have that? We didn't have any wars. Wars were ending under the Trump administration. Doesn't matter who the person is. I'm just giving you the timeline. Okay? We were being pulled out. Afghanistan gave it back to the top. Like whatever. We were done, right? And now look where we are. There's war everywhere you look. War, 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 war. And the craziest thing about it is that, we'll just say Israel, right? Not the Israelites of the Bible, but Israel is actively engaged, right? And their ancestors, meaning the peoples of Ukraine and Russia, are these are the Ashkenazi Jews, okay, are actively fighting each other, right? Then you have Syria and Iran, right? Messing. with the U.S. and our battleships, our naval ships, right? With they little Hamas, whatever they are, whatever. I might be mixing them up a little bit, but whatever, right? And so many, right? Remember, there were 10 lost tribes. The evidence in the historical record says they were, taken this way, taken that way, driven further south into sub-Saharan, right? There's lots of historians that say, by way of, West Africa and the United States, that the peoples that were transported through the transatlantic, the ones that made it actually to America, most of them were let off in the Caribbean and or Latin America. It was a mix. There were people who practiced traditional African spiritualism, but there were also those um, who found themselves to like the realm, we'll just call them Rastas, right? Who connect themselves back to Ethiopia, who connect themselves back to Sheba, back to Solomon, da 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 da. Do you understand? Because he knows his own amongst any. So anywhere those tribes are, all 12 of them bitches, scattered, covered, smothered like fucking hash browns globally, you will start to see that there are wars and scrimmages popping up everywhere that they are. Look across Africa right now. Happy New Year. Same to you. Good rain rising. So understand what's going on. The divine is about to put a mollywop into the enemy. I'm just saying, I see it. I see because they wanted clout, right? Six of Wands, they wanted to be seen, they wanted to be recognized, they wanted attention, right? They wanted that spotlight bling, right. All right, right. But here's the thing: the real deal, those who have these callings, yeah, y'all being defended right now. Y'all being exalted right now, and these people are feeling the power of the Holy Spirit sweep through them, and the shillelagh, the mollywopping, this travel, this energy of traveling war, because that's what they sent out. So now it's coming home. It's finding them. This is a day of reckoning for a lot of people, especially those who attack the tribe of Judah in particularly. I did mention all 12 tribes, no matter what their current state is. The reason for that in particular is because Christ came through the tribe of Judah out of all 12. So the attack has been specifically, that's all right. We talked about the seven seals, right? It's funny because there's 8 swords, and I'm like, oh, there's, they don't know. Yeah, there might even be something else that was suppressed. Oh, Ace of Swords. Yes, They took something out. I don't know if it's officially an eighth sword, but there is an eighth prophecy that's associated with that was edited out. There's been a lot more of that I've been seeing on the internet about people. I've been doing this for years. That's why I'm like, nah, I need multiple copies of different holy books, no matter if you do the Vedas, the Bible, the Quran. I don't care. But I think it's very interesting that the Quran has actively gone through, and they do book burnings. Y'all remember like the zealots back in the day when they would be like, no, we don't want that in our schools. Right. They do book burnings, right? And so when they get a new download, so to speak, or a new dispensation of the Quran, they get rid of all the old ones. And that way there's no arguing and infighting, because I said what I said and this is what it is. And the only people who are permitted to have those original books are the higher level elders. I don't even think they're imams. I think it's whoever's above them and above them. Like, yeah, they're the only ones who have access to the history of the different iterations. They go to war with each other, and so whoever wins the war gets to write the new book. Mm-hmm. Right. The Shiites have a different book than the Sunnis type shit. Okay? Anyway. Yeah. I feel like the truth is hidden within the lie. Isn't that funny? They say those make the best lies. That, the ones that are based more upon truth than something that's completely made up. So for those of you who are scholarly, right, you're going to find it. See that sword? See? Every one of those horsemen did what? One had a bow, the other sword, and a bow and a sword. The sword. Logic, right? The word, right? Who the word was in the beginning, right. I don't need to tell you, you already know. Mm, the truth will always come through. Wow. The truth about balance and harmony. I feel like universal truth about the dichotomy of these energies. Like one can't exist without the other and vice versa. It's necessary. We're talking universal law, not earth. Okay? Everything you learned in physics and in science is all based off of universal truth and principle. I want you to know that. Even though they don't be like, oh, you know. No, no. It's all based upon, but it's been segmented and fragmented. Right. Mm-hmm. How to co create. Mm. How did that come out? Hmm. That's interesting. This is different. Somebody, they're afraid and in hiding. This is different energy. Someone's afraid and hiding. This person who wants to maintain their control, power, and domination. What are they waiting for? The tables to turn. Yeah, for things to move on to and just calmer energy. Somebody's experiencing some terrible energy from the transits. A lot of mental energy. Look what came out. Six of Pentacles and the Justice. Somebody is like, there's someone who's kind of in your energy in your business a little bit because they've been prying into what's coming in for you, and this person wants the tables to turn, right? But that may not be in your favor. That could be in their favor for them to maintain this control. 4, 5, 6, right? And then what came out? The Six of Pentacles, right? Right. Everything always works out, right? Six of Pentacles and the Justice card. The universe is in alignment with you for you to receive what it is that is due to you. And so this could also be the energy of projection and things like that. It's a lot of it's mental magic. It's projection, speaking, and da da da, like speaking very negatively in a very controlling, suffocating fashion over another person. That way it keeps them in a position of feeling like they're better or they're on top. But everything has to balance out. That's the energy of 8. It's free flowing. Somebody, like I said, somebody really wants you in a codependent relationship. They're obsessed with you needing them. Devil Page of Cups, like, no, this is, like I said, this is somebody like preying on you not being happy and joyous, and you know what I mean? Like, they want you codependent with them. This person is actively trying to block you from receiving your divine blessings, from you pursuing, like, what was written in the stars for you. Okay? Okay. Right. The soulmate, cooperation, camaraderie. Yeah, somebody's really doing a lot of spell work. Like, I just saw the Knight of Swords and then the Eight of Swords, Nine Swords, exactly. Like, somebody is really, you gonna get it. Because look, 9, 6, what's missing? 3. It's gonna hurt you much worse than it's gonna hurt this person you keep trying to cast over. Ace of Swords, truth. Do you understand me? It's going to fuck you up. You need to go have several seats and go sit in a fucking corner and think about why you a dunce. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Somebody gotta do their shadow work. Somebody really immature. Like, really, really immature. This is someone who's very religious. I'm gonna say that too. Because it's the Pisces energy. They, before people were able to use, marital vows to control people. You said forever. I think it's really, 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 really funny that the marital rights do not come out the Bible. That's some Catholic shit. Okay? Okay? Okay. Like, I don't, like, really, go look it up. Like, that has nothing to do with what's it. No, 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 not at all. They just throw a party like, yo, we together. But you can no longer use religion as a domination anymore. The energies are not conducive to it. Right. People rejecting that shit left and right. Having other people as an influence. People are really learning to put themselves first. Everything is fine. This could very well be somebody you used to be in a relationship with. That's why I said something about marriage and all of that. Like, it's not working. Like, it's really coming down. You in your own power, right? And somebody really wants to maintain their control. I don't know. Like, this is so funny. This is like a battle of the wills. It feels like a Aries versus Capricorn. That's some stubborn shit. And it's funny, the energy Aries versus Capricorn, right? It's because it's the energy, I gotta be me, like Frank Sinatra, Aries, right? And then you have that controlling energy of Capricorn, right? Once they put their mind, like, that's it. So person, place, a thing, that don't fucking matter. They right. The energy, the obsessive energy. Capricorns can be highly fucking obsessive. Like, I don't even know what you're talking about. Right, right. And they're willing to go through the loops. They're willing to go through the cycles in order to get what they want. And it's funny because I said this a while ago. I said, which version of Venus will you get? Will you get the Taurian side or the Libra side? Someone feels as though you get the better end of the stick when it comes to receiving divine blessings, but you stick to the plan. Somebody else keep like doing things to shortchange themselves, right? Yeah. Capricorn energy. See? 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 Mm-hmm. Yeah. The Capricorn energy is like on a war path. Just saying. It's an energy. It doesn't have to be a person. But it's also very much the season that we're in. Right. Stay focused. Everybody gonna get their just desserts. I'm just saying that. I don't really need to go further into this, but everybody's gonna get what they're due. Right. Right. Those of you on the right side of life who are patient, right? There's a lot of beautiful blessings coming your way, and I do mean that fast. Whew, that was a lot. Mm, interesting. Again, no impulsive decisions, okay? I'm gonna leave it here, guys. I love you. I love you. Be safe. Be well. Enjoy it. We'll do this again soon. Bye.